Hi, everybody. This is Pete Delatorre. I'm the CEO of Camacol, Doral, and welcome to another Camacol Talk. This is our weekly video podcast where we feature the business leaders, the executives, the government, community leaders that are making so much happen for all of us here in South Florida. This program is brought to you by Career Source South Florida, the City of Doral, Baptist Health South Florida, and City Place Doral. My guest today is a good friend of mine, Councilman Oscar Puig. He will share with us things that are going on in the city, the business community, and of course, the things that are helping the community at large. Let's watch that conversation now. Okay, with me here on Camacol Talk is Councilman Oscar Puig from the City of Doral. What's going on, my friend?
Good. Can't complain. Beautiful city, beautiful day at a beautiful city. So I'm blessed and we're all blessed. So, and good to be here with you and Camacol and this opportunity to talk to you and your audience, of course.
No, my friend, and I got to tell you, we've known each other for probably 20 years, give or take.
Yes.
Uh, and way back when, I know that you have been a very dedicated servant of the city in different roles, and you've contributed from a community perspective, from the business. So you have paid your dues through the years to get to this point with the city. And we're elected councilman. It was 2020, a little bit about a year and a half ago, obviously in the year of COVID. How has it been, my friend? I know that you've dreamed about doing this for a while. How has it been for you personally and your family?
Oh, it's been very rewarding. Number one, to be able to serve and know that we can impact our community the right way on a positive note. It's been very rewarding to me, to my family. Like I was telling my wife last Sunday, we were driving out, going to church, and we see the people riding their bikes, families walking on the trails that we built over the years as a city. And it's very rewarding to see them do that, because that means that they're comfortable, that they have the place to do it, number one. And number two, they have security to be able to do it. So it's we also went to the park to do to meet the bunny for extravaganza that we do every year. And you see the amount of people and families enjoying the free event that the city puts out. And thanks to the vendors that commit their time and dollars to be able to expose themselves to the residents, but at the same time help us create, make the event possible. So it's all rewarding. It's really nice, of course. And we have a great staff at the city. We're doing very well. Our financials, we just got the third year in a row. We got an award for having great financial reporting, which means, we're transparent about our numbers that we put out there. Our Parks Department is doing great. We're about to finish the Cultural Arts Center and also Central Park. So, when you start adding, all that equates to, like I always say, quality of life, which is what our residents are looking for. Are we perfect? No, but we strive to be as perfect as possible, or better every day. So with that, I mean, it's a blessing to be here, like I said.
I'm reading a book now that my brother got me about 4 years ago, and it talks about being the best version of yourself. And yes, Doral is competing with other municipalities for businesses, and there's always that economic development side of it, the recruiting and the retaining of businesses that feeds to the local economy. And by the way, which has helped Doral maintain one of the lowest tax millage rates in the county. Out of 36 municipalities, is number two.
Number two, yes.
Least expensive tax base, and yet you see the growth, you see everything going up, and it's nonstop. I mean, Doral, I think a new logo should be built for Doral that has a crane in the background because that signifies growth. It's go to downtown Doral. Look what's going on there, and everything that's happened. I recently, as you know, I had the pleasure of having on this program Councilwoman Mariaca, and we talked about all the exciting things in the retail part of it, and the restaurants and the entertainment. I mean, before even my God, maybe 7, 8 years ago, give or take. We would work in Doral and live in Doral, but we go to eat somewhere else or we get it for entertainment. Well, that doesn't have to happen anymore. And with the price of gasoline today, that's even better news for everybody if they live and work there. So economic development and the business community has been such immense part of the city. Today, I think the numbers run between 12 and 14,000 businesses. I may be off there, but that's kind of like the range. And over 100,000 people that work, that go in and out of the city Monday through Friday. And I still think that's just behind downtown Miami. So, Doral is geographically, and also because of the philosophy and the methodology and the processes, is a city where it's growing even of its own. I know that there's great structure in a plan, but the growth is, you are attracting great quality.
Well, you're right 100% in that sense. But I want to mention that when we look at growth and we talk about growth internally, we do it with a balance. And the way we do that is we create a master plan. From the beginning, the city has a master plan. We have a master plan for the entire city, and we have master plans for different sections like Doral Boulevard from the Palmetto all the way through. There's a master plan that as buildings change, they want to build a new, they buy a warehouse and they want to change that warehouse to something else. They have to follow the guidelines. And over the years, you will see the change, a new look, a better looking corridor that will attract more users or buildings to continue that trend of changing and making it better. So it is important to highlight that everything that we move forward with growth, of course, it has a master plan. It's within the master plans of the city. So that's very important. The other thing that as you know, I'm big on small businesses, and ever since I got elected, one of the things I did was start tracking new businesses in the city, and also visiting current businesses. So far, I've visited over 100 businesses during my tenure. But what's important to know, and you mentioned, is since 2021, because I got elected December 2020. So, I really started working here or being elected in 2021. And during the COVID in 2021, we were receiving license requests for new businesses, not renewals, new businesses of 56 to 80 a month.
Yep.
During COVID, everything was closed January, February, March, and the city of Doral was receiving those requests. Of course, we receive more now that everything's back and open. So to me, it was shocking. And it's kind of like a measurement to say we're doing something right. Like I said before, we're not perfect, but we are doing something right. We're attracting companies that want to be here, that want to be in this dynamic, energetic, positive flow of things that are happening here in the city. So to me, it's rewarding, like I said before, to be part of this entire team of elected officials and administration that are working together for the better of the city of Doral and its residents.
Councilman Puig, it's been an enormous effort, and as you just said right now, to attract these businesses and the new ones that are opening up every month. So what is the city doing to keep those businesses in Doral?
Well, you mentioned, I think I call our city now a complete city. So before, at the beginning, as you mentioned, I was part of the beginning of the city. And one of the big things and the reason why we united to incorporate as residents, that the group of residents that united to incorporate and push incorporation was that X amount of money, I think it was like around $20 million was going to the county and never coming back to be reinvested in our area. At the moment, it was called Doral, but it was not a city, as you know. Now that we are a city, those dollars have been reinvested. So we started with the parks. We didn't have any parks. We push, even though we don't build schools, we push for the school board to build schools. Now we have great schools. Our schools have been A schools since the beginning. Maybe one goes down to B one year, but goes back up to an A again. And those two elements were very important at the beginning of the city. And of course, creating the master plan and organizing as a city. Then it came everything else, the arts, the businesses, the nightlife, the restaurants. So when we have a downtown, as you know, and it's a great downtown, by the way, it's one of a kind, and they're starting to use it as an example to continue or to do them in other cities or in other places. So the elements that we're talking about, when you put them all together, that's why I call them a complete city. So now you don't have to leave around, like you said, to go have a good meal. Or if you have a business here in the city of Doral and you want to take clients to see the improv, or which we have it in the city, or have a good meal, like I mentioned, you all you need to do is just drive a couple of blocks or even walk in some cases. So that's the idea. So we keeping them that way. We keeping them also being responsible government, which I think that smart businesses will always look for cities or municipalities that have a healthy financials, that have a good quality of life, which means everything we talked about, but in addition to that, a safe environment where our police officers are out there serving the community, not just putting tickets or I don't know, assisting accidents or such. They are also part of our community. We have police officers we have a team of police officers that are dedicated to the schools, and they even teach classes in the schools. We have a team of police officers that are trained and work together with Camilo's House in case we see a homeless in the city. We assist them and give them assistance to go to Camilo's House so they can reintegrate into the community.
Sure.
And if they need assistance, medical assistance or mental health assistance, Camilo's House will give it. But these police officers are trained to do that. We have now we have park rangers, which we didn't have before. So those are police officers that are engaged with the parks and the parks department. So you name it, you add those things, and those are the things that not only a business but also a resident will look at before moving into a community and say, this is where I want to live or work.
We have about a minute or so left, and I want to talk about a coming soon, what is going to be, I'm convinced, an economic juggernaut for the city. That is Doral Central Park. And that's right around the corner. It's still very, very early in its development. I will let everyone know that you can go to the city's website and you can get basically real-time updates on what's going on. But what do you see right now? And I know we'll have this conversation many, many times over. At this point, what that could mean for the city, not just the city, but South Florida.
Well, it's the word is on the streets that we will have the best park in Florida. So that it of itself, it's nice to hear, but also it brings responsibility as well. So the park is going to be a beautiful park. It has a professional amphitheater. It has a professional swimming pool, so there could be tournaments. We could have in the future also not professional, but higher education tournaments in baseball. We're going to have a multi-use field for soccer and other activities. We are going to have a community center, around 60 to 70,000 square feet of indoor sports and facilities for, the karate, all those services that are provided that are indoor sports, indoor basketball, and a beautiful design and, top of the line design, areas for tennis, for walking, running. The lake, I was asked yesterday if the lake was going to stay, and of course it's going to stay, and it's going to be better. You're going to have some boardwalk areas where you can enjoy the lake even better. So I really think that that design, it's a great design. Recently we made a little change here and there since the cost of goods have increased tremendously, as we all know. We had to make some adjustments, but everything is fine, and we look forward to opening the first phase maybe a year and a half from now, and the second phase 2.5 years or 2 from now. So it will be great, and it's a regional park. Everybody will be able to enjoy it, not just the residents of Doral. So it's a good thing for us. Yeah.
It's a great thing. I congratulate you and your fellow council members and the mayor for your dedication, your passion, the hard work that you're doing on a daily basis. It's not easy, but you're driven by passion and doing what's right. And I congratulate you, and I want to thank you for being part of Camacol, our partnership, the things that we're doing together. We're just scratching the surface, my friend. So much work ahead of us, but it's all good.
It's an honor for me to be here with you guys. I know you guys work hard for the community as well. You're out there with the businesses, reaching your business, the community and the businesses to make it even better. So I thank you and the President Joe Chi as well for being part of our community and our businesses.
Absolutely, my friend.
Thank you.
You take care of yourself, man. We'll talk very, very soon.
Yes, sir.
All right. God bless.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Big thanks to Councilman Oscar Puig for taking time to be with us here today. As you can see, folks, really good things are going on in the city of Doral. Every Friday, we do this program again at 11 a.m. It's on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, Camacol Doral. This is for you, and it's about informing you and inspiring you to grow your business and make those really important connections. So thank you very much. You have yourself a fantastic weekend. Take care, and God bless.